All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessing and salutation to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Bashim Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Shai. All right, and what I want to get into today, dealing with the book of Sirach, all right, chapter 16, all right, in verse 11, all right, because what we're seeing happening, all right, Esau, Edom, is running to his own destruction, all right, and this devil, the way that he rules the earth, he has set a standard, all right, that people feel is that they can do what they want to do, as Esau, Edom, he does what he wants to do, all right, on a global scale. Well, people on the lower level feel that they can do what they do in their own little world. All right. So this devil, he's able to just go to countries, set up shop, make up stores and push propaganda, and justify, economic sanctions or justify military actions or, whatever this devil is up to, because he's always scheming and plotting throughout the earth, but he sets a precedent, all right, of people doing what they want to do. So if they see this devil runs the earth, okay, like a goddamn maniac, all right, taking what he want, all right, breaking what rules he want to break, people follow suit, okay? The world is following suit like the spirit, okay, especially here in America. When you look at how the American government acts around the world, well, that's the average American, how they act. Do what they want. Everybody, look at traffic. People drive crazy, do what they want in traffic. A red light is an option now. Stop sign is an option now. Okay, but that's the mind, all right, that dominates Western society, especially here in America, man. Okay, people saying, well, look, you cut the food stamps off, we just gonna walk out with the groceries. Where does that mindset come from? That's why people applaud, all right, like what Trump them and the whole thing with Venezuela, people was applauding that because everybody's criminal minded. Okay, everybody agree with that mindset. A lot of people in America, Edomites and Jake, they agree with that mindset of just taking, doing what you want, moving how you want, saying what you want. That's a heavy spirit over here in America, man. Okay? But when you go into the scriptures, there's consequences. And this is why there's so much judgment coming to the earth, especially here in America, because this is a society, that has walked around, all right, and moved around with no consequences, man. Okay? Sirach 16:11 says, if there be one stiff neck among the people, it is a marvel if he escape unpunished. For mercy and wrath are with him. He is mighty to forgive and to pour out displeasure. So what we're about to see in the planet Earth is great mercy, all right, and great punishment. Okay, we finna see both spectrums from Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, we finna see what punishment looks like on the extreme level, and we finna see what mercy look like on the extreme level. Okay? For the remnant, the Lord's going to be working miracles. Okay? Brothers, hey, He's going to lift up a standard and power coming. So you're going to see mercy on the extreme level. And on the flip side, you're going to see punishment on the extreme level, leading all the way up to nuclear destruction, man. All right? And that ultimate mercy of us being changed and being beamed up in those chariots, man. Okay? So we're finna see both spectrums of the Most High play out simultaneously in the earth, man. As you have a remnant that has come back to the obedience of the scriptures. And then you have the rest of the world wilding out, especially here in America in the West, man. Okay? That's what we're going to see the brunt of the Most High's anger is right here in Babylon, man. Okay? Because everybody's out of pocket. Okay? Outside of the remnant. Okay, and it only gets worse. You see, as his mercy is great, so is his correction. He judges a man according to his works. And see, that's a concept, that's forgotten in America, that there's a judgment for your actions. Because they look at Esau going, let's go here to Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, because they look how Esau runs the earth. Okay, how he scams on Wall Street, how the CIA is crooked, the government is crooked. The mob is glorified, the mafia is glorified. Uh, uh, uh you know, street niggas is glorified, the cartels is glorified. Okay, all the criminals are the role models in the West, especially here in America. Okay, so when you see people in America cheering on, Trump, which he's just a puppet, he's just a do boy. All right, but he's the face of the crime family right now, of Esau. Okay, but as they cheering this behavior on, that's because they're cheering on their fellow criminal, man. Okay, most of America is criminal minded. Okay, so when they see a criminal get away with a lick, they cheering on. Okay, so when you go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the Son of Men is fully set in them to do evil. Okay, and everybody geared and trying to get over, trying to take, and just doing what they want. Everybody has the mindset to do what the hell they want to do, man, and it comes from Esau Edom. It's a heavy spirit in America, and they look at Esau getting away with it, not only getting away with it, but flourishing. Okay? They look at this man just constantly gaining and gaining and gaining by doing what he wants. Okay? But no one's considered the punishment on the back end that's to come. Okay? That's why when you read verse 12, it says, though a sinner do evil, all right, 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. Okay? So this devil, a sinner, he's the standard of sin in the earth. Okay, and the rest of the world follows suit, especially over here in the West, especially in America. Okay, so even though he evil 100 times, okay, we have to understand it's gonna be bad for him in the end, man. Okay, and we're close to that end. The Most High got him making these moves that's bringing about his end. Okay, the Most High got this man in the biggest trick bag ever, man. The things that he's doing, that he's thinking, showcasing power. No, it's fulfilling. It's moving. All right, it's working for the Lord's algorithm that's setting up this man's punishment, man. Esau was setting up his own punishment, man. Okay, and there's nothing he can do to reverse that. And even the people that cheer, okay, for even the people that's in America, you American cheerleaders. Okay, you American cheerleaders, guess what? All these moves that you seeing this devil making, you're cheering. Guess what? All those moves are going to lead to those missiles coming back here to America, man. Okay, so you American cheerleaders are cheering on, this criminal behavior of your government. Guess what? All these decisions are going to lead to your ass being melted, man. And it makes perfect sense now. The Heavenly Father is a righteous judge, man. And everything written in the scriptures is making more and more sense. The judgment that's written, the judgment that's prepared, okay, for the earth, especially here in America, it makes absolutely perfect sense, man. Because the scripture said, let's go here. Because if these people get more wicked, we're getting more clarity and righteousness, man. We're getting more clarity and understanding that these people grow worse and worse, man. Okay, Lord will we endure and we stay in this thing. Proverbs 4 and I started at 16, said, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, man. And this devil thrives off mischief, man. He thrives off being a bully. He thrives off blood. He likes bloodshed. He doesn't mind shedding blood. Okay? He doesn't mind that, someone is helpless against him and he can just have his way. He gets off on that, man. Okay? And it says, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. Okay, this is what the devil feasts on. He feasts on wickedness. He just has an appetite for wickedness. He has an appetite for just non-stop violence, man. Okay, and that's why this place is going to fall by violence, man. Okay, all this violence and wickedness that this man has put in the earth, that's how this place is going to fall. Okay, so we're just witnessing the build up to that, man. Okay, and the Lord wants him in his reckless, mindset, man. Just like he wants the majority of the people in this carefree, reckless mindset over here in America, man. It's going to justify the missiles, man. Okay? So you keep reading verse, and just the point, it says, but the path, all right, of the just is as the shining light, then shining more and more until the perfect day. Okay? So the path of the just, the remnant, man, that was predestined from the foundation of the earth, that will come back to righteousness. Okay? That will come back, through faith and obedience to Yahweh Bashim Shah, the remnant of Israel, man. Okay? And that remnant will be calling this place out. Okay? Constantly waving the hand at these devils, man, calling them out on all their wickedness, man. Okay? So we're beginning to what? Shine more and more until that perfect day, to that day that we're perfected, to we're changed, and in those chariots. All right. So as this thing passes on, all right, the remnant, the Lord's gonna give the remnant more clarity, more understanding. Okay? That's what's happening. This is what we're seeing in the planet Earth. But on the flip side, okay, Esau, 2/3, they're running to punishment. They're getting worse and worse, running to a punishment, man. Okay? So let's play this. It's like, let's read this, you know. I'm used to playing the video. But let's go back to Sirach 16 and read down. This Sirach 16 and 12. I started at 12 again. It says, as his mercy is great, so is his correction also. He judges the man according to his works. The sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patience of the godly shall not be frustrated. So it's dealing with two spectrums again. Okay? The sinner shall not escape with his spoils. Esau is not going to be able to hijack, existence. Okay, and ride off into the sunset. Put a C-hip in everybody. Put cameras every goddamn where. Data centers everywhere. Okay, smart cities everywhere. Okay, and he's just gonna chill. Nah, man. Okay? The Lord finna break this shit up. And all the wealth that this man has hoarded up throughout his rulership, okay, is gonna be translated to Israel, man, beginning with the elect. Okay, he's not gonna escape with his spoil. You see, that's gonna be transferred to the righteous, man. Okay? We come out those chariots, man. We gathering this nigga up and we getting all that wealth, man. Okay? The earth is going to be transitioned. All right? The authority, the wealth, all right, is all going to be transitioned unto Jacob. Okay? Beginning with Yahweh Shai. Okay? The first fruits and the rest of 1/3 men, women, and children. Okay? It's going to be a great wealth transfer. That's what happened when kingdom transfer. There's a wealth transfer, man. Okay? So this devil don't ride off in the sunset, all right, with his new world order established. Okay? The fantasy of Elysium, like that movie Elysium. Okay? Reading on, it says, verse 14, I'm going to jump down to 15. It said, the Lord hardened Pharaoh that he should not know him, and his powerful works, all right, that his powerful works might be known to the world. So Esau was hardened to be on this war path. Because as you can see, the devil is losing his goddamn mind. Okay? This nigga, hey, he's losing it, man, because he knows he had but a short time. Okay, he's turning into that madman. Okay, he's getting more bloodthirsty than ever. And the Lord got him hardened on this war path, man. Okay, which is his self-destruction. This war path that Esau was on, this is his self-destruction, man. We're watching this nigga self-destruct. This nigga don't got it together and figured out. And like he's comfortably trying to set up this new world order. This man is self-destructing trying to set up this new world order, man. All right, because it's a hell of a task. Okay, the Most High has given this man a hell of a task to try to pull off, man. Okay, and this man is self-destructing trying to pull it off, man. Okay, this is a wonderful, wonderful view we have, man. With this truth, with this understanding, we get to see the devil crash and burn out. Okay, and it says, read on. It says, his mercy is manifest to every creature, and he have separated his light from darkness. When the adamant, say not thou, I will hide myself from the Lord. Shall any remember me from above? I shall not be remembered among so many people. For what is my soul among such an infinite number of creatures, man? Okay? And this devil, just like people see this devil, because it's a psychological thing. You know, like I say, if you watch your leaders be crooked, be wicked, be criminals, okay, and they go off unscathed, okay, you like, well, for sure the Lord ain't gonna see my little wickedness that I got going on. The Lord see everything, man. Okay, everything is being recorded and everything's gonna be judged accordingly, man. Okay, coming into the times that we're coming into. Okay, so this devil, like I say, he has set a precedence of rebellion. And this rebellion finna get put down. The Most High is finna address this rebellion in the earth, man. All right, and the ultimate way he's going to address it is send his son, Yahweh, man, to put this devil down. Okay? It says, verse 18, it said, behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens, the deep and the earth and all that is therein shall be moved when he shall visit, man. Okay? And that's Yahweh Shai, because how is the Most High going to visit the earth through Yahweh Shai? You see, Esau think he got power. You know, Yahweh Shai is going to come show the devil real power. At the presence of Yahweh Shai, man, the earth, you know, the earth going to shake, man, just at the presence of all that power coming to the earth, man. Okay? So the introduction of Yahweh Shai, okay, is mightier than Esau in all his might, man. And that's what's getting ready to come to the earth, man. True power is finna come set righteous judgment in the earth. Because as you can see, Esau can't be judged by nobody in the earth, man. He do what he want. All right, a higher power has to come in and deal with this man. And that's what's on the way. And this is what Esau is running to, that judgment that's written. Okay? So, yeah, that's the point. You know, I just want to get into that, Lord will. All right, you brothers, all right, and you sisters, edified once again. Want to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to our younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations, and hopefully, shalom.